You said that traveling ethically is really important to you. How do you find ethical resources or ways to travel? Or how do you notice things that are unethical that people maybe should look out for? Oh my God, we're getting a lot of stairs. I just noticed the amount of stairs that we're getting. Oh, yeah. I was so in the moment. Yeah. And I just looked up and like everyone's smiling and staring at us. Told me. Sorry.
Central or South America, and I could see why. Like it's a little more unsafe, a little more expensive, a little more advanced.
You should be a little bit more of a seasoned traveler, not your first time.
I guess.
I remember we went to surf camp together. I kind of forgot about that. Very spontaneous.
But also accidental, right?
Yeah, completely.
I was there and you just came.
We were like, whoa, I know you.
Yeah.
You know me. And
the feeling of freedom.
Doesn't that scare you? When you were in the ocean, you were like, this is my home type energy?
Always. Yeah, I feel most at home when I'm underwater.
Did you have like a kumbaya moment?
What is that?
While you were traveling, like a enlightenment type situation?
Not necessarily enlightenment, but in that first solo trip, I remember I was on a scooter just driving through Seminyak in Bali, and it was like these rice fields, and I was alone, and I don't remember where I was going, but I just started crying my eyes out, and it was because I realized I felt so happy being on my own, and like the only thing that was making me happy was me. Like I did that to myself.
Art in the park.
What?
Art in the park. I thought you said arts in the farts. Arts in the farts. Welcome to the Guess Where I Am podcast. If you can guess where we are, I'll wait. Did you get it? We're in Amsterdam, Netherlands. It's like Dora the Explorer. And we're surrounded by ducks. Pan to the ducks.
Oh.
Not only are we with ducks, but I'm also with a very special guest. And her name is...
Robin!
I'm here with Robin! Everyone go crazy. Cue the applause. Are you guys clapping? Good, okay, I hope they're clapping. I know you guys are. Robin's super cool. She's my really good friend, and I met Robin in Australia when I was backpacking. You guys have heard all about it in not only season 1, but season 2 too. This is going to be an absolutely incredible episode, and I'm so excited to be out here in Amsterdam with my friend Robin, who I met in Australia backpacking. And today we're going to talk about her travels because she is quite the traveler. If you think I've traveled, I've done nothing on Robin. Not only did she solo backpack, she also was a digital nomad for a hot second, traveled and worked, and then traveled with her partner, traveled with friends. You've kind of done it all, would you agree?
I feel like I have never done it all, but I've done a bit.
Done a lot. Most recently, just based off of the Instagram, you were backpacking South America.
Central America.
Central America. And so I think today we'll kind of get into those adventures just because they're the most recent.
All right.
Unless you want to reminisce on Australia.
I mean, that's our time together, but...
We don't need to get into the time together. We're here to inform and tell stories about traveling for our listeners through your beautiful perspective.
Sure.
Robin, why don't you... Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oof.
Who are you? Don't know?
I'm Robin. I live in the Netherlands officially. I'm not here a lot because I like to travel a lot. I'm 27 years old.
Yes, 27 years young.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Getting older though. I love to do arts. I'm an illustrator for my job.
Come back.
Yeah, I don't know. That's me.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess before, I have a ton of questions that I've thought about in my mind, but I wanted to talk about your opinion on traveling and working at the same time.
The digital
nomad life, yes. What was it like?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough that my job as an illustrator offered me to travel and do the illustration at the same time. So I had my laptop and my iPad, which was really nice. I mean, I loved being in weird places in the jungle, like with tiny bar of Wi-Fi and still having to work. But it can also be kind of annoying because you have to carry all the stuff and you have to be in places with Wi-Fi. You have to be in places at certain times. Like you have to plan more. And I like the spontaneity of travel. So it has its good sides and its bad sides. But it's nice to make money while you travel.
That's what we have an episode talking about working and traveling and doing it at the same time. And we basically kind of said something similar where it's like you have to make sure you have Wi-Fi, which sucks. But then also you're making money and spending money at the same time instead of just spending money. So it's for a very specific person. Would you say it's for you or have you moved on? Yeah.
I wouldn't do it again. I don't think so. It's really nice when you're doing a long-term traveling kind of because you run out of money and usually I have to return home because I run out of money, so it's nice for that. But yeah, it takes away from the spontaneity of traveling, I think.
Okay, love that. Speaking of spontaneous traveling, what has been one of your most spontaneous trips?
Oh no. See, now
Too
I
many?
have to think. Spontaneous trips. Well, actually my first time traveling was 4 years ago, and I left for Indonesia for about 4 months. I ended up going after 4 months because I had no money left, so again. But that was kind of spontaneous because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I know that I want to travel. I know that I want to learn how to surf and learn how to dive. I'm just gonna go. And it was the best decision because, I mean, that's where I caught the travel bug.
Yep. And you never get rid of it. Ever.
True, yeah. I feel like I never will.
And you're itching to travel now. How long have you been home for?
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
And you're trying to plan your next trip?
Well, now I'm officially out of money. I need a job, so yeah.
Soon
But after that.
Daydreaming of a potential trip. Not necessarily planning.
Always dreaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you said that you liked surfing and diving. How did you get into those things?
Well, on that first trip, actually, I feel like I always knew that I wanted to learn how to scuba dive because I love the ocean. I love everything that has to do with the ocean, actually. And I did the scuba diving once on a vacation trip. And I was like, I need to be able to do this, like, for reals.
Because we were talking earlier about like what we were in our past lives. I was saying that I was a lizard, and you were saying you were a sea creature.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were in the ocean, you were like, "This is my home" type energy?
Always. Yeah, I feel most at home when I'm underwater, which is
dangerous.
A bit weird, but yeah.
I remember we went to surf camp together. I like kind of forgot about that. Very spontaneous.
But also accidental, right?
Yeah, completely.
I was there and you just came.
We were like, whoa, I know you.
Yeah.
You know me. In Arawara.
Yeah,
Australia.
That's true.
That was a
nice.
crazy surf camp. That was really fun. I didn't like how they fed us like only 3 times a day, and then you couldn't get any other food in between. So like if you didn't eat enough at those meals, there was no snack time.
And there was nothing. It was only the camp.
Yeah,
there was no stores.
Middle of nowhere town. But
I remember the drink store where we would go with the bus to get booze.
Yes. Just weird vibes. That was a really fun camp though. I love surfing. You did really good though. You got far out. What would you say the biggest wave that you surfed is? Like 5 feet,
idea.
I think. You
Also,
were you were out back. I was staying on the whitewash. True. Fair enough. That was fun.
A lot of these?
A lot of those. Yeah, a lot of those. Like as tall as I am.
I really don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, it was 10 times you.
Yeah. 10 times.
Like really big.
Damn.
I don't know.
Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about your most recent stunt through Central America. What were the places that you went to?
Okay, so Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, then back into Mexico for the other half, then El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua.
Dang! Oh my gosh. What made you want to go to those places?
Good question. I had never been in America at all, and Mexico was kind of on the list because I have a friend there who I met in Thailand on another trip. So I really wanted to visit her, and I mean, it felt like it would be so different from Asia and from Australia, and it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to experience that different culture, I guess.
In what ways was it different?
Language.
Oh, yes.
Like it's the same language everywhere, Spanish. I wish I would be able to speak it more because that would have been really nice. the food, it was so good, but also way more focused on meats.
Oh, and
I don't eat meat, so it was more difficult. The people are very different. I felt less safe, but it's more like, I don't know, colorful, I guess. Yeah.
Beautiful views still, as always.
More touristy, I'd say. But, yeah.
More affordable?
No.
No.
So expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that. How did you manage your safety while traveling in those areas? Since you were alone, or were you?
Well, the first few months I was with my boyfriend, so I felt a little more safe. And then I feel like you stick to a specific route that everyone does, like the same cities. So you're constantly with other travelers and other backpackers and stuff, which is also what I liked less, because I like to be like
Alone and in it.
yeah, and to be able to go to places where no one goes and not feel like I'm gonna be kidnapped.
Yes, yeah.
So I didn't really do that at all this trip. Yeah,
So what did you just went like sightseeing and swimming and stuff like that then?
a lot of diving.
A lot
again.
of okay. So we'll see you soon as a dive instructor. Right? That's like the point that you're reaching. You're doing your 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm the instructor type,
No,
but
just the adventure type.
just looking at the fishes, I'll stick to that.
And since you were talking about how you were going through the traveling with the backpacking community, how do you feel about like the backpacking community?
In general,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I feel like it's a specific type of people, so you're already having in common that you love like being outdoors and being adventurous. I feel like it's always a very social group of people. You
Yeah.
don't have to be, but if you want to make friends, you're gonna easily make friends.
And would you say that those are like lifelong friends, or yeah?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
I would hope so.
So you could have potential people who you could reach out to
Oh yeah.
whenever you believe.
I feel like I said, I went to Mexico to visit this other girl that I met like 3 years ago
Yeah.
in Thailand, and then there's you in America. Like I know that I have people all over the world that I could reach out to or go to if I ever visit their country.
Yeah,
And-
that's so exciting.
And I mean, you're in the Netherlands now. I had
I get to reach out
another
to you.
friend visiting yesterday, so it's really
It's
cool.
really fun. I always like all the different stories that I hear whenever I meet other people, because you sometimes your bubble can get really small, and traveling really pops that bubble and opens you up to so many cool opportunities and possibilities
Yeah,
and people.
for sure.
Would you have gone to South America if it wasn't for like your friend, you think? Or Central America, sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Would you go
I
back?
feel like I want to see the whole world, which
Okay.
is impossible. But would I go back? Yeah. I really liked El Salvador and Guatemala. I would go back there to do, like I said, more out of the official route.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know the word. But I don't know if I would dare. So I don't know. I would go back to do like South America though, because I haven't been there yet.
Would you recommend people to go to Central America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's more pricey. I feel like everyone does Asia first and then goes to Central or South America, and I could see why. Like it's a little more, unsafe, a little more expensive, a little more advanced.
You should be a little bit
Traveling?
more of a seasoned traveler,
Yeah.
not your first time.
I guess so.
So for a
Yeah.
first time traveler, what advice would you give them?
Ooh, it's so good. Just do it.
Figure it out.
I feel like that's the biggest step. Like I hear so many people, even my friends that have never traveled, they're always like, when I come back and they hear my stories, they're like, oh, I wish I could go. I'm like, you can. You just have to go. And don't take all your clothes.
No, take less. Yeah. Bring
You don't
less
need
than
a
you
lot.
think.
You're gonna wear the same shorts and the same shirt every day, and you're never gonna wear those little dresses or whatever.
No, and you're
I
gonna want
always
to buy
overpack.
stuff too that you end
True.
up like wanting to put in your bag. I remember in Australia I brought so much, and then I found this
I
one
remember
store.
your bag.
Tiny bag. Oh my gosh. And I found this one store that I loved, and I was like, I don't have the room to buy all these things that I need. Like, I feel like I need, but It's okay. Travel light. Plus, all that weight on your back after a while. Oof.
Yeah. For
Get a
sure.
good
Yeah, you have
backpack.
to take it everywhere.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't overpack. What would you say is like a tip for beginner travel?
I think be open to talking to strangers and locals, because I know a lot of people get scared when they get approached by strangers, which you should always keep your guard up. But I mean, you're going to meet a lot of really interesting people, and that's how you learn a lot about where you are and how people live, is just through communication. And a lot of people can be scared to communicate. Yeah,
Very true.
I guess that's
And also, don't be afraid to be alone.
yes, yeah. You're
But
going to be alone.
I guess
with your
that's different
thoughts.
for everyone, because I also hear about people who hate being alone. But
Yeah.
I
It might be
really
good
like
for
it.
them. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Did you have like a kumbaya moment
What is that?
while you were traveling, like a enlightenment
Hell yeah.
type situation?
Not necessarily enlightenment, but in that first solo trip, I remember I was on a scooter just driving through Seminyak in Bali, and it was like these rice fields, and I was alone, and I don't remember where I was going, but I just started crying my eyes out, and it was because I realized I felt so happy being on my own, and like the only thing that was making me happy was me. Like I did that to myself, and that I don't think I've ever had that feeling again. But that was really nice, like realizing I could be so happy and not have anyone do that to me but me.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Independence.
Yeah,
Independent
that was
woman.
a good feeling.
Yeah, and I'm sure I've been in Seminyak as well, and the sunsets there. And I didn't have my own motorbike, but when I was on the back of one of the Gojeks, I was like, "This is incredible."
I said it wrong. It's Sidemen.
Oh,
But
well,
either or.
I was gonna say Seminyak is in Indonesia, Bali
Yeah.
area.
But then again, driving a scooter or a motorbike is also like the feeling of freedom.
Doesn't that scare you if you like crash or something, or is it pretty easy to drive a motorbike
The motorbike.
or scooters?
I mean, I like to drive a motorbike more than a scooter, but a scooter is very easy.
Yeah,
You just gotta steer. and
keep
stay
your eyes
on.
forward.
But yeah, if you want to learn, you can learn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe that's my next big adventure, is learning how to ride on a scooter. I'm just afraid I'll get a Bali tattoo. Have you heard about that?
Oh yeah, like falling
Yeah.
and scraping. And, I mean, I have a few like scars from the motorbike exhaust. You know, when it's
it
hot.
gets hot. Ooh.
Tip.
Yeah. Hey, learn.
Watch out for that.
I feel like when you're traveling, you always learn the hard way. You know?
But you have to.
Yeah. Exactly. It's important.
No one's gonna tell you everything.
Yeah. I think I had my enlightenment moment. Might have been in a bus.
Okay.
When I was alone traveling from one city to another in Australia, and I was like looking out the window, and I was like, what am I doing right now? And like I kind of pieced together like what I wanted for my future, and like kind of, you know, learned how to be present, I guess, which was really important for me as someone who tends to daydream and like dissociate. Traveling has made me learn how to ground myself and be present.
I love that. That's so good. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself like losing your footing while you're traveling, or are you pretty good at staying where your feet are?
I don't know what
You don't know. Like being present, like in the moment, instead of being like thinking, you know how sometimes you could be in a really fun situation and then you think about how while you're in that situation that's going to end and you're going to reminisce on that memory. Does that ever happen to you?
I feel like it's like you said, traveling makes you more living in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grounds you.
Yeah. More than going to your 9-to-5 job and having the same day every day.
Yeah.
I think.
How do you budget for traveling now that you're no longer working? Oh my god, we're getting a lot of stairs. I just noticed the amount of stairs that we're getting. I was
very much
so
in
in
the
the
zone,
moment,
yeah.
and I just looked up and like everyone's smiling and
you should
staring
not
at
have
us.
told me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the question?
I don't know. I completely forgot. Camera
Budget
woman.
something.
Budgets. Yeah. Do you budget at all while you're traveling, or have you really, you know,
Yes.
work?
I feel like I have a good balance in between like treating myself and budgeting. I like the budget traveling because it brings you more opportunities, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if you were to ask a stranger if you can stay the night there, or if they can take you to fun places that no one knows, it's budget friendly, and it
Yeah.
takes you to places that no one knows.
Yeah.
But then again, also after months of sleeping in tiny dorms, I also like sometimes book a private room or have a fancy meal or whatever.
Balance. It's all about balance.
Yeah, as long as it makes you happy and you can afford it.
And we talk about the importance of having like high intensity days versus low intensity days for balance. Like, you know, like seeing all the sights and doing all that stuff versus having days where you sleep in and maybe just sit by the beach.
Like today.
Yes, like today
Let's
is
sit
a
in the park and chill.
picnic. It's a low intensity day. Yeah, pan to the fountain, camera woman.
Yeah, I mean, even now you guys are traveling and you're going so fast. You're seeing so much every day. You're having no sleep.
No.
You need days like this to keep enjoying travel days.
No, and this is really important. Amelia right now is knocked out, which she should be because we need to have her sleep. Like I've said, we've been averaging like 5 hours of sleep a night. After
crazy.
20 days, that gets really exhausting. And so we've booked a lot, and we actually purposely booked Amsterdam less because we wanted to hang out with you. And we also knew that it's going to be important to have a break before we get to London and we go back to like seeing the sights and stuff like that. Amsterdam has been very kind to us in a relaxing way.
I'm glad.
Yeah, except for the
It's
red
not a
light
relaxing
district. That was
city.
intense. Okay, I wanted to ask you a kind of hard question, but maybe if you could give me your 3 favorite places that you've been to.
Ooh, the place to eat. Well, I know my first one instantly.
Okay.
Actually, I don't.
I say 3 because if you ask someone who travels a lot what their favorite is, they're like, that's like picking children or pets or stuff like that. Everywhere you go is so different.
Yeah.
But if
very
you have
true.
ones that stand above others that you think people should go to first on their list before maybe some other places.
Well, my favorite country is the Philippines, for sure. Again, because I love the water and love everything that has to do with the underwater world. And it's basically a bunch of islands, so you're in the middle of the ocean. They speak English very well, which is also nice. The food sucks, but you don't need food. And it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's so many islands to explore. I've only seen a few. I feel like it's a really good place.
And your best tip for managing the heat then?
Ooh.
Ice cream, bathing suit.
Yes. Just walk around in your bathing suit. Don't do that. There might be rules.
Oh, true. Yes.
Cultural rules. Yeah. Light layers, stay in the shade.
Sunscreen.
Boring stuff. Stay in the water. Just
Yeah.
don't go out. Stay in the ocean.
And then some of the other, that was 1. 2 more?
I have a little island that I don't want to talk about because
Oh,
everyone will go.
you want to gatekeep it? All right. Well, 1 gatekeep. 3rd one?
So I really have to think about
It's okay. You can take your time.
it. Well, Indonesia in general as well. Again, Asia. So, but again, it's islands. I don't know. I like islands.
Yeah. You're a beach girl. You're a summer girl.
And the food in Asia is just so good. Everything is cheap.
Yeah. Why not?
What more do you want?
I'm also a summer sun ocean girl. I love it.
Ooh, I know another one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What is it?
The Lucky Bay Beach in South Australia.
Oh.
West, kind of. I don't know if you've been. No.
I don't think I've been.
I think it's crowned by a National Geographic of being like the most beautiful beach.
Really?
And really delivers. It's just blue water, crystal clear, nothing in the water. Not fun to dive.
Yeah.
To go underwater, but it's beautiful. It's a good place to visit.
I'll have to add it to my list. I have a question. You said diving and it like sparked something in my mind. What's the coolest like sea creature you've seen underwater? Sharks? Turtles? Whales?
Whale shark.
No
Again,
way!
in the Philippines. Yeah, it was my biggest dream to dive or to swim with whale sharks, and I was able to do it in southern Leyte, which is like one of the only places where it's still kind of ethical, because that's really important to me. And yeah, it's insane. They're so big, they're so fast, even though they go like super slow.
Yeah. Was
I
it
had
majestic?
to cry in my mask again. Like, it's just like swimming for my life to catch up, but then also crying, so I couldn't see anything. It was, yeah.
Sounds
Whale
very
sharks.
majestic in like a movie. like a movie moment.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
one of the moments where I'd have to remember to stay present, because I'd be like, my dream is coming true right now. I'd be like, no, wait, think about it later. Be in it
Yeah.
now. I thought of a really great. Oh, so you said that traveling ethically is really important to you. How do you find ethical resources or ways to travel, or how do you notice things that are unethical that people maybe should look out for?
Okay, so I feel like the first and only important rule is anything with animals is usually not good. And then I just told you I swam with whale sharks. I mean, it would be better for the whale shark as well if I wasn't there, because with me there was a few other people. But there's a difference in doing it like ethical or doing it at all, because there's also a lot of places where they feed the whale sharks, and many come to the feedings and they bump into the boats and they get hurt, blah 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 blah. It changes their natural habitats, migrations. So just researching online, I guess, talking to other people that have experienced it, and usually I find a lot of places on Instagram as well. But yeah, main rule: if it involves animals, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like the elephant riding, I see so many people that go to like these sanctuaries and they are feeding the elephants and they're bathing them. If you can touch them, for sure it's not a good place. They're not being treated well.
Oh no. I went to
Did
an
you do
elephant
that?
sanctuary. I didn't feed it or anything. I just looked at them and like, but elephants are my favorite animal.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, but like I totally understand that. Yeah, there's probably a side of that where it's not okay.
I don't know though.
But you make mistakes and you learn from them. I think the most important thing is to try to be mindful. Like I didn't try to like bug the elephant too much as like take in its beauty and be like, oh, I love you so much. But I do understand how there's definitely a bad side to most things with animals, like zoos and aquariums and stuff like that.
Don't visit those, I
No.
guess. But also if you're in doubt, I reached out before to worldwide funds.
Oh, okay.
You know it? No? WWF?
Oh, yes.
I don't
know the
if I said
abbreviation.
it wrong.
Well,
yeah.
yes.
But I like DM'd them on Instagram, like, hey, is this a safe thing to do? Is it good? And they were like, no, don't go there. So you could also just ask the professionals.
Yes,
I don't know
get help. Yeah,
what else to do. Yeah.
that's pretty good. As a vegetarian, have you found it super difficult to find food?
Depends on the place.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, in Asia they love tofu and tempeh and stuff. In Central America it was a lot of meats and a lot of fishes. Not easy.
Not easy. I have a few more questions and then we'll call it because I know you're busy. You're a busy gal. What has been maybe your biggest tourist trap that you fell for, or something that's overrated that people shouldn't do?
See, I come up with these questions and I'm like, I don't know, I forget everything I've ever done.
It's okay.
Biggest tourist trap. I feel like in general, usually when there's tours that you can book, you can easily do it yourself. And you should always try, if it's easier, cheaper, funner, to do it yourself. Because like, I don't know, often when you go to a hostel, they offer these tours where they see different sightseeing things. You go with the hostel, which is also nice because you make friends. But then when you rent your scooter and you go by yourself, you'll see things on the road there. You'll be able to stop at little stalls or meet people. I don't know. So doing things by yourself instead of paying a few bucks and getting a tour, yeah, it's cheaper and it's more fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a trap.
Would you say you'd rather travel alone than travel with your friends?
Hell yeah. I love making friends while I travel, but then also after a while, if I've been with them for a while, I'll be like, I think it's time
for me to leave you.
Yeah, I think it's really good to travel alone.
Yeah, I like the fact that you don't necessarily have to think about someone else, what they want to do. You know, you get to do what you want to do.
Yeah. It's good to think about yourself.
Be selfish every now and then.
And I feel like other people traveling will know and respect that as well. If you were like, hey, I feel like it's time for me to be on my own again, they will be like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll
Be
see you in
free,
another
yeah.
country. Or yeah.
I know that was kind of like us as we met at the top of Australia and we did the Whit Sundays tour together, had so much fun. And then I didn't see you until we ran into each other at Arawara at surf camp. That was crazy.
And then again in Melbourne.
And then all of a sudden we didn't talk, like we hung out, whatever, and then we parted our ways and I walked into my hostel in Melbourne and you were there. You're like, what are you doing here? I'm staying here. And you were actually supposed to go and leave that night. Do you remember that? On like go in a van with some people and then it broke down and you're like, I'm actually staying here for a few extra days. And we ended up having so much fun. Just like the few times that we saw each other very naturally, and I think that happens all the time when you're backpacking. You'll see that people tend to go on like the same travel like itinerary, and you get to like run into the same friends every now and then, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like if we, after Whit Sundays, we would travel together down all the way, we would have gotten so sick of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
But now it's really good.
Do you have any final words to say about traveling? Nope. Please let me free.
Oh no, I just said leave me alone because I don't know what last words.
You feel good?
I feel good. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel like it's something.
What we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What we've done. What we've done. Okay.
I don't know. Final words. Thanks for coming here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
See you in Connecticut.
Yes, next time or New York. Hopefully I'll be in New York by the time you come and visit me. But we'll see.
That'd be nice.
All right, so everyone, thanks for listening to the Guess Where I Am podcast. This is a quick interview with the amazing Robin. Do you want to plug your Instagram or anything, or no? No. You guys don't need to follow her. She's not doing anything anyway. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm a private girl.
Yeah, she's private. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest at Guess Where Podcast. We're everywhere. If you want more travel content, check us out there. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask Robin, I mean, do it through us. Shoot us a DM and I'll get back to you.
I'll do a call in.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it for Amsterdam.